So, what we do here, if you're not drinking or doing drugs or doing stupid shit, you write stuff. You use literature like all the great masters, writers, artists of the Slavic world is. So, here we go. The light in the dark and a touch of mercy. The modern Colosseum and the wisdom of great Slavic masters. And if mercy makes you feel smaller, then it wasn't mercy, but fear with good manners. Dostoevsky AI video. If nothing is promised, I refuse to become empty. I choose mercy not because it wins, but because it keeps me human. Dostoevsky AI video. Age is no crime, but the shame of a deliberately wasted life among so many deliberately wasted lives is. Charles Bukowski. Hey Sharon, thanks for watching. All writers, artists are narcissistic, me first and foremost, to a degree. Said a good friend I met only a few times who actually was a successful artist, and as he saw the horrors of Hollywood, he chose to give it the finger and gave a quiet life a chance, and it seems that was a wise choice. And I am often can be, and I am and often can be as narcissistic as anyone. Ask my ex girlfriends, they all tell you stories. Most of them are funny and ridiculous when they're looked from afar, but some of them are not so funny at all. I can only hope I've grown so much from immature know-it-all kiddo at 30 who also thought he was enlightened and was going to teach everyone spiritual things. Now he has outgrown the worldly stuff. That did not end so well, and you can read exactly how it went in my writings from years ago. Viewer discussion is advised, though, for had I not lived them, I would not have believed it myself. But irrespective of that, I come back daily to my elf and my dog and my furry animals that remind me how to be gentle and loving and caring. And the velveteen rabbit and the teddy bear. Sorry, somebody was calling, so. And all the thing, but irrespective of that, I come back daily to my little elf and my dog and furry animals that remind me how to be gentle and loving and caring. The velveteen rabbit and the teddy bear. And to all the things that remind me that I am safe, I am loved, and I am cherished, and I do not need to fear. That might sound childish, but not to anyone who has spent his life for at least decades dealing with anxiety, depression, and sheer madness of what life can bring. But the point here is much broader than mere nostalgia and recycling a not so pleasant past for more than it's worth. The point is, what came from an unlikely source, an AI video of Dostoevsky and Nietzsche discussing mercy, freedom. Thanks, Sharon. Love the Gaza too. You're exactly the kind of people sharing the light that I'm writing about. The point came from a most unlikely source, AI video of Dostoevsky and Nietzsche discussing mercy, freedom, strength, and staying human in front of the painting of a wounded Christ. And I started to understand the purpose of what seems like doom and gloom and deadness of Russian literature that is quoted way too often by people trying to appear classy or smart, which makes them look ridiculous. But they, me included, often lack the depth to recognize this. The point is not seeing the world as dark and gloomy and oneself as strong or wise or whatnot. That's a ridiculous reading. The point is standing in the midst of madness, horror, and powerlessness and choosing mercy. Not because one is weak, but because one is strong enough to bear it. And as we see empires collapse like houses of cards, fiat currencies failing and falling and all hell breaking loose, and the Western world panics, the Slavic blocs just smile. They've seen it all and lived through it all. They know that empires rise and fall. Great rushes come and go, and anything can be lost at any time. But hopefully, that has not made them bitter or depressed, but wise and gentle and more loving, and gave them an unstoppable will to live, and a conviction to help those that need help more than themselves. Not to play the hero, or to gain heaven and avoid hell like that's a cheap thrill done by some fake Catholics, but to do only what is right and what is the appropriate thing to do, And that ought to come naturally, unless you've been so dumbed down into deceit and the delusion of what we call progress and freedom and other big words being thrown around by peddlers of deceit. Kolsky knew. Dostoevsky knew. Nietzsche broke through the wall but came crashing down as he failed to receive/allow mercy. Mercy is for the powerful, pride is for the weak. And no amount of esoteric blabber can change that. If it builds your ego and drags you into the lullaby of false light, as many modern seekers are losing themselves to that, you're better off. You are much, 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 much infinitely better off listening to your grandmother, hugging a tree or talking to the wind in the trees. God bless my grandmother. Sitting by the fire of truth, physical and metaphorical, and let the warmth and the light and the presence of the sacred fire, that's intense, that has never really been extinguished, speak to you and burn all that no longer serves you, illuminating the path forward. May the wisdom gained by the great sacrifice of true greats of our nations not be forlorn or lost in the noise, distraction, and outright deceit and the modern coliseum of social media. May your travels be safe, and may the destinations bring you joy, truth, and the eternal blessing of the gentle oneness of Tir na Nog, which is the land of the eternal youth of the ancient Celtic Isles. Blessings and love. Alpha. Samo. Yes, exactly. And the fear of becoming dinosaurs become sheep. That's a good one, Alex. Good point. Thanks everyone for watching, and thanks for your comments, and do let me know what are your experiences with everything. What's going on? Love you all. Bye bye.